When it comes to model, die, and articulation, cost-effective, efficient, and accurate are the essence of Monotrac. Monotrac offers more capability, options, accuracy, and efficiency than any other model system out there. The integrated articulator, with pinless cone matrix model base, allows a single pour cast-and-place setup that is simple and fast. The Monotrac procedure begins when a dental provider sends in a bite registration, bite impression, and opposing bite. The die side impression is trimmed flat and parallel to the occlusal plane to allow room for the articulator to close to a parallel position. Guide points are essential prior to pouring die stone in the impression tray and the Monotrac base. Use a Monotrac window guide and a marking device to trace and note the proper alignment position for the Monotrac base in relation to the impression. The marking procedure ensures that alignment of the Monotrac system is precisely aligned to the bite impression. This is done by first tracing the arch of the window guide, followed by marking the demarcations of the window guide. A push pin may also be used to mark the patient's midline to guide the forward and centered position. For convenience, transfer the die stone to a Monotrac speed pour cup. Pour the die stone to both the bite impression and the Monotrac internal retention cone matrix base, which we will refer to as the Monotrac base. Make certain that the die stone fills all portions of the impression and the Monotrac base. A vibrating device is the usual standard to accomplish this task. The die stone level should slightly exceed the top of the bite impression, and the Monotrac base should be filled to flush. Invert the poured Monotrac base over the impression, paying special attention to line up the demarcations to the marks made previously on the bite impression. Allow the two to rest until fully hardened. After sufficient set time, the impression tray is first removed, followed by the tearaway base wall using a set of Monotrac trimmers. This patented tearaway base wall will produce a clean, professional edge that is both aesthetically pleasing and easy to work with. To eject the model from the base, grab the model and tap the palatal area while lifting the die stone model from the base unit. This tapping procedure will also remove any excess flash material that flowed onto the palatal area of the Monotrac base. Using the Monotrac trimmers, clean up the excess stone from around the edges. After fully trimming off the model, it is important to place it in a dehydrator for approximately 20 minutes. It is important that the model is fully dried and warm for the cutting process. Remove the model from the dehydrator and begin cuts while the model is still warm. Models can be sectioned by handsaw, hand piece disc, or by the Monotrac processing station and die cutter. Monotrac dies maintain solid stability regardless of location and thinness of die sections. Begin cuts on the bottom half of the model for each die section. After the cutting process, it is important to remove dust and debris prior to placing dies back into the Monotrac die base. Using the Monotrac processing station and die cutter, this process can easily be performed by one tool. Another option for thoroughly cleaning the dies in the absence of a Monotrac processing station is to use an air gun. Proceed cutting from the top of the model between each desired cut point to meet the previous bottom cuts to complete the release of each die. Section the model. Again, noting that one of the great advantages of Monotrac is the capability to section the model wherever you want with dies, as thin as you want, and still maintain die stability. Prior to placing dies back into track, clean each die with a burr, remembering to also blow off any remaining dust or debris. Place all the dies into their originating position in the Monotrac base. dies can now be easily removed or returned to base for individual work on each die. The following example will demonstrate Monotrac's exclusive plug-in adjustable vertical stops for tripod vertical support, as well as use of an andre gauge for opening the patient's vertical occlusal position. The remaining steps are accomplished with the following parts: the Monotrac base, 3 stop plugs, 3 screws, 3 stop heads, the opposing bite, a hinge, and a pickup cup. Place the 3 stop plugs into the Monotrac base. Add the vertical adjustment screws into the stop plugs. Add the 3 stop heads, attaching them to the top of the screw heads. Separate the hinge and connect one half in the Monotrac base and the other half to the pickup cup. To set the bite, place the bite registration provided by the dentist on top of the die. This bite should determine the anterior, posterior, vertical, and sagittal position set by the dentist. The bite registration in this video was taken with an andre gauge. This valuable tool provides the most accurate blueprint for laboratories. The andre gauge eliminates phone calls, repeat work, and provides clear communication as to how the intended bite should be set. Place the opposing bite on top of the previously mentioned bite registration. Place rubber bands or sticky wax to secure the bite. Attach both halves of the hinge together and perform a dry run with a pickup cup prior to using the plaster. This is done by folding the hinge, allowing the pickup cup to cover the bite and ensure a proper fit. Fill the pickup tray with plaster and bring the entire bite to the pickup tray by folding at the hinge. Do not disturb and allow for proper drying time of the plaster. Use a knife or snips to remove the ears off the stop heads, as well as the rubber bands or sticky wax. Remove the pickup tray. Open the model, remove the bite, and clean up the remaining rubber bands or sticky wax. The model now reflects a finished, workable model for laboratories and can be used for a variety of procedures. Examples of specific cases. For a full arch-sectioned implant model, remove cones to accommodate any implant analog locations. This can be done with a lab burr on the bottom side of the base. Once the cone is removed, holes can be plugged with Monotrac Damit, putty, or boxing wax prior to pouring the base. The analogs should passively occupy these locations without touching. Dry fit to verify and use alignment markings to ensure accurate repositioning during pour and setup. This method provides a simple, practical technique for sectioned implant models. The Monotrac Full Arch Split Cast Adapter Plate provides a magnetic interface between Monotrac Full Arch bases and any semi or fully adjustable articulator. Monotrac's unique breakdown capability allows the removal of a hinge and plug-in stops. The compact Monotrac articulator, which is designed for light and easy handling, can now quickly transfer to a fully adjustable articulator of choice for refined occlusal relation. Cost-effective, efficient, and accurate are the essence of Monotrac.